Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. And the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with state chief ministers on nationwide rollout of corona vaccine. No fresh fire reported in Dzukou Valley. IAF helicopters and NDRF teams to be de-inducted for completion of mission. 7th session of 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly to commence from 12th of February. And ISRO to adopt 100 Atal Tinkering Labs across the country to promote education. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that India is starting the world's largest vaccination program this Saturday. Interacting with the chief ministers of all states this evening, Modi took stock of COVID-19 situation and discussed vaccination rollout program. He said 2 vaccines, Covishield and Covaxin, which are made in India, have been granted approval for emergency use. He said both the vaccines are cost-effective. Apart from these 2 vaccines, 4 others are in the pipeline. Modi said in the first phase, the vaccine will be given to the health workers and other frontline workers. Prime Minister said in the first phase, the cost of vaccination for these 3 crore people will be borne by the central government. He said the experts have taken all precautions to provide the countrymen with effective vaccines. He said the government has made necessary preparations for patients if the COVID vaccine shows any side effects. Prime Minister urged all states and union territories to ensure the rumours around the vaccination program are not allowed to spread. Talking about the prevailing situation of bird flu in different parts of the country, Prime Minister said the government has formalised a roadmap which needs to be followed at the earliest. He said district magistrates will also have a major role to play to check the spread of the disease. Modi said those states where no case of bird flu has been reported must maintain proper precaution. No fresh fire has been reported in Dzukou Valley for the past few days, as reported by both the ground and air teams. This was informed during the coordination cum debriefing meeting on Dzukou forest fire held today under the chairmanship of Home Commissioner Abhijit Sinha. During the meeting, it was decided to de-induct all the IAF helicopters as well as 5 NDRF teams deployed at base camp for dosing the fire. The meeting also decided that DEF Kohima, Forest Department and SIO volunteers will further station at a base camp to keep watch and monitor the status for a few days. The 7th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, NLA, will commence from 12th of next month. A press release from Commissioner and Secretary NLA, Dr. P.J. Antony, stated that Governor of Nagaland, in exercise of the powers conferred in Clause 1 of Article 174 of the Constitution of India, has summoned the 7th session of the 13th NLA to commence from 12th February at 9:30 in the Assembly Hall, Kohima. Nagaland reported 9 fresh cases of COVID-19, taking the total caseload to 11,987. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangyapom said 7 cases were detected from Kohima and 2 from Dimapur. He also informed that 16 positive patients have recovered, which include 5 each from Kohima and Mokokchung and 3 each from Dimapur and Peren. With this, the total recovered cases in the state stands at 11,655, while the active COVID-19 cases are at 107. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Union government today said that avian influenza has been confirmed in 10 states of the country. These states are Kerala, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Delhi and Uttarakhand. Briefing reporters in New Delhi, Animal Husbandry and Dairying Minister Giriraj Singh said that even after writing to the states 3 times, they have not taken proactive measures to contain the spread of the disease. He said if the states had taken such measures, then the spread of avian influenza could have been contained. He said so far there is no report of transmission of the disease into human being. The ministry said states have been requested to build awareness among the public and avoid the spread of misinformation. Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that coal sector has the potential to be the biggest contributor towards Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of making India a $5 trillion economy by 2024. Speaking at the launch of single-window clearing system for gold mines in the country today, Shah said the production of gold in the country has increased manifold in the last 6 years, and a policy of commercial mining will provide additional financial power to states, which will help create nearly 70,000 jobs. The finals of National Youth Parliament Festival 2021 was held in the Central Hall of Parliament today. 84 winners from states and union territories got an opportunity to be present in the Central Hall of Parliament before the Lok Sabha Speaker, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, along with Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju and other dignitaries. 29 national winners spoke before the national jury comprising the Rajya Sabha MP Rupa Ganguly, Lok Sabha MP Parvesh Sahib Singh, and eminent journalist Profalo Getkar. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju said it was a lifetime experience and a memorable moment for the youth participants to speak in the presence of Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla in the National Youth Parliament Festival 2021, which was held at the Central Hall. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the valedictory function of National Youth Parliament Festival 2021 tomorrow through video conferencing. The first 3 winners will get an opportunity to speak before the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister will also interact with the youth on the occasion. Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO will adopt 100 Atal Tinkering Labs across the country to promote education in the field of space education and space technology-related innovations for school students. Addressing the virtual event through a special message, Niti Aayog Vice Chairman Dr. Rajiv Kumar said he is extremely elated that different departments and ministries of the government are working in synergy to create an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Dr. Kumar said this is a great opportunity for the young budding space researchers and astronauts to learn more from the best minds of the country and become living inspirations for their schools, families, and local communities. Speaking on the occasion, ISRO Chairman Dr. K. Sivan expressed hope that this will help in promoting innovation and the spirit of experiential learning among the school kids compared to traditional learning. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water, or use hand sanitizer and follow social distancing norms. And now 20 news at the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with state chief ministers on nationwide rollout of corona vaccine. No fresh fire reported in Dzukou Valley. IAF helicopters and NDRF teams to be de-inducted for completion of mission. 7th session of 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly to commence from 12th of February. And ISRO to adopt 100 Atal Tinkering Labs across the country to promote education. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.